One thing I always say is work smarter, not harder. If you aren't using the Solo app, then you may be working harder. So let's change that. Download the app, link your accounts where you can manage your income, track your expenses, and project your taxes. Not only that, but you can plan by optimizing your time, make more, and even guarantee your daily pay with guaranteed earnings. Download Solo and begin to work smarter, not harder today. Link is in the description. All right, let's get back to it.
And let's talk about the flip side. Is Uber actually raising the pay finally on trips that aren't being
as
accepted?
it should be? Yeah, they shouldn't they?
I mean, that is
Looks good to
pretty
me.
cool if it is. That's what it should be. But yeah, we got actually 8 screenshots. So there's 4 more in another slide. But basically,
Well, the other one is a different passenger, I think, because the rating.
Yeah,
is
I mean, but it's showing different things. So either way, the timing of these screenshots is of these 4 are over the course of 5 minutes. So it started at 10:36, went to 10:41 between the 4 screenshots, and you see something interesting here. You see it comes in UberX priority exclusive, and then it comes in UberX priority as a trip radar at 36.53 both, and it gives you all that $5 or 5% advantage of nothing and 10% or $10 flash incentive. Who knows if that's right there, but yeah, you gotta and then I'm sorry, I forgot the $3.64 priority pickup. So you see that, and then all of a sudden, a couple minutes later in the third screenshot, same exact ride, same rider, because it's the 4.91 verified, going same pickup, same drop off, same everything, except this time instead of being 36.53 and an UberX priority, it's an UberX for 38.20. So it went up. It went up $1.
It did go up. Hold on a second, though. It did go up, but then if you take out that 364 priority out of 38.20, actually it did go down.
Yeah. So there you go. You're not getting the 364 priority pickup because it's not priority pickup. It's UberX priority in the first 2 screenshots, and then it's UberX after that.
So it went up. In this case, the rider did cancel probably and said, "Fuck priority. I'm paying too much."
Yep.
And then went back to regular UberX, and then Uber shaved it again. So it is the the price did not go higher in honesty, but okay.
No, it would have gone higher because the first screenshots for the driver came in at 36.53 and then it went up to 38.20. So it did go up. The problem is what ended up happening was that $3.64 included priority pickup is absolutely meaningless because otherwise if you would have had 36.53 plus 364, you know, that would have brought it up to 30 or I mean it would have brought it up actually over $40.
Yeah, well, but at least look, at least it went up. So see, we don't talk about just negative shit. If you see this, also send it to me, because we're thinking logically, common sense. If chips are not accepted, price should go up and come back to you to entice you to take it, as opposed to go down. Because I don't know what that serves, what kind of purpose that serves. But
wait,
if you're seeing this, send me those as well.
Hold on, but wait.
Oh,
there's 2 more screenshots. So now how I said it went from 10:36 to 10:41. Now we're at 10:43 for these screenshots. Both came in as an exclusive and a
okay, I'll be right back.
Trip radar, but this time they came back as UberX priority, and it's the same exact ride because it's the 4.1 verified, all that good stuff. And now it gives you the 365 included priority pickup. And now they're actually offering $40.20. So if you went back to remember, it started at 36.53, then it went to 38.20, then it went to 40.20. But you know, if you add 38.20 plus the $3.65, that does not equal 40.20. It should actually be higher. But either way, you're actually starting to see them adjust upwards. So that's interesting. And then the next 2 screenshots, or the final 2, then come again. It's the same pickup, same drop off. The only difference is I think this is a different ride because it's 4.9 rating instead of 4.91. So the first 6 screenshots seem like they are the same from the same driver. Or I'm sorry, for the same passenger. And then this one is probably, you know, somebody else that's in the party. And so then it adjusted it to 41.37. And then that was the priority. And then the trip radar wasn't getting picked up in the minute, so it went up to 43.22. So that's the exact same trip though. So again, if you're looking, the exclusive it's got that $10 flash there. It's got the 477 included for the priority pickup, and same pickup drop off for everything. And then the only difference is that it went 43.22, but the difference is too is where it looks like the driver was at the time. So that probably played into the difference when it comes to some of the screenshots. So who knows if it's actually going to be true or not, because if you go through them, there is an adjustment when it comes to some of where the pickup is. But either way, yeah, that is what we're seeing. We're starting to see an adjustment. But could that actually translate into better jobs that are coming? Or do you think that this is just a correction for now? And then in a little while, they'll just bring it back to where it's like, oh, we'll just throw it back down wherever.
Yeah. I mean, this is the right way, Uber. So see, we don't just pound.
I mean, clearly it's not the right way for this driver because he didn't accept any of them.
Yeah.
So that kind of tells you something.
Well, that's because this is in the north of me. I know where this is, and if he had accepted that and gone at that hour to that location, Chris, I assure you it's 100% dead mile because there's nothing where he's dropping off. Nothing. Yeah. So it was like, okay, well, he figured it out. But I mean, look, in his face value, it's a good trip. If this was during the day or early in the morning or something, I'd do this because from there you'll catch a trip to LAX or something probably. But at this point, I mean, look, we keep saying this and then people go, you guys are so negative. You talk about this, you talk about that. I'm like, it's not about being negative. It's about what's right and what's wrong. It's not about being negative. You just point it out and hope that it gets fixed.
So either way, when it comes down to it, same thing. Screenshot the original. If it's not worth it for you and it comes back, send it our way. Is there a price change? Is there anything changing when it comes down to it? The one thing, though, that I kind of want to know is why did it go from Uber X priority to Uber X and then Uber X priority again for those few screenshots? I'm wondering.
That area. I know that area. There are not too many drivers in that area, probably. So the rider probably looked at what he's being charged, and he goes, "Okay, if I maybe don't do priority, I pay less." They probably canceled order X. Then there's no car. Spinner is going. They got to go somewhere probably. Yep. And then he goes, "Okay, I'll go back to priority." So these kind of things in the background happen because the driver doesn't know. I mean, Uber knows what's happening in the background if the rider is canceling and reordering or whatever. But the thing is, price should go higher if a trip is declined by multiple drivers in the neighborhood. It should go higher. It shouldn't go lower. And hopefully, keep fingers crossed.
Yeah, exactly. But like I say, if you're seeing them adjust upward too, make sure you send the screenshots so we can take a look at those as well. All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself. Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.